One of the interesting questions that came up in the ASCO Advocacy in Action was the advocates are not so fond of the word clinical trials, and they feel that the word itself may scare patients away. Does anyone want to talk about clinical trials from your own perspectives, not only for recruitment, but how to demystify some of the fear associated with participating in a trial?
Anita Woutman from Myeloma Euronet. I know some time ago people thought that being part of a clinical trial is like being a guinea pig. But it's not that way anymore. We can convince patients who are in contact with us that the best way to be treated really is to be in a clinical trial. And I think this suspicion, what happened before, it's not that big anymore.
I think cancer research is in a big transformation, and patient groups are part of that, because clinical trials, the public perception of clinical trials was sometimes quite bad because people felt they're going into an experiment. And I think patient groups are in the core of changing that, because we are not only trial subjects, we're trying to explain patients why they should participate. We are stepping up our roles, not to be the better scientists, so we're not trying to, let's say, better researchers, but we have a very complementary knowledge in terms of participation in research, in terms of being an advisor in the clinical trials design, in terms of creating patient information and informed consent, which everybody wants but is difficult to achieve. And we can be even co-researchers. Some patient groups are driving biobanks to collect tissue for cancer research and convincing patients to donate their tumors into a bank. So I think the whole paradigm around patient involvement in clinical research is changing, and that is of the benefit for accelerating research.
I think it is very important for patient advocates to be informed about the possibilities of treatments. I think that's the role of the patient advocates in clinical trials. How you get access to clinical trials. And one important, Jan mentioned it altogether, that informed consent, that you know what you are doing, what the clinical trial is about, what the risks are, and what the benefits are.
For us, the main problem is that prostate cancer is still seen as an old man's disease, for which you don't do much more than give geriatric support. But I'm a prostate cancer patient also for 10 years, so that's not true. For us, the same as for all other cancers of application, we need more research, because one of our main problems is that we can detect problems in the prostate, but it's very difficult to find out if what we find is serious so that it needs treatment. Yeah. So for us, research is very high on the agenda, plus the fact that we want also Europe to be aware of the main cancer of men. Thank you.